Leos, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why you guys were the last on my list, but we did have a Leo full moon, so maybe I wanted to wait and see what the energies were after. And in this shadow Mercury period before we go into Mercury retrograde, and we just have a lot of planetary action going on. So you guys are my final reading for this bunch of readings, and I just want to see what you guys can anticipate with all this planet stuff happening. We have Jupiter going into... We have Jupiter in Capricorn, Venus in Aries, and Jupiter in Mars in the South Node, which in the past has been associated with a lot of events. So I'm going to start off by pulling one mystical shaman oracle card for the overall energies. And actually, yeah, two came out, but I'm just going to take this one. All right, so it's sacrifice, number 44 here, okay? So let's see what it has to say about sacrifice. Pretty self-explanatory, but this book has different meanings, okay? So we've got page 90. What are the sacrifices you guys are facing? All right. The sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifice sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, however, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, came to teach that spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The sacrifice asks you that you offer to the spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in many ways. What is the one person or thing that you feel you cannot live without it? It is time to offer it all to spirit so that it may unfold as it will. Do not cling to the old form or allow your sacrifice to weigh heavily upon you. You have sacrificed yourself and your dreams for too long. Now is the time to rededicate yourself to your journey. When you make sacred to open the doors to infinite wealth, do not delay. I love this because it's kind of like saying the thing that you hold on to the most tightly to let it go, and there is the gap within which the light can come in. So it's like our attachments, our things that we are almost like ego attached to are the things to sacrifice. Those are it's like where you're broken is where the window to your healing is, kind of thing. So I really think this is beautiful. And I also think it's kind of like talking about a lot of your heart center, which is a lot about what the Leo full moon is. And you guys know as Leos, that's just what rules you guys is your heart, all right? Everything you do from the heart. So offer this thing that you feel like you just can't, it's something that you're holding on to that you just may need to have a little bit more. It's kind of like that Four of Pentacles energy. You need to just kind of let go a little bit and trust the universe to know that when you have that kind of faith, that's when things will start to unfold, okay? So let's pull two cards from the past energy for Leo and see what you guys were dealing with in the past here, okay? What was Leo dealing with in the past? Two of Swords reversed, Queen of Cups reversed. All right, so you guys could have been a little bit either emotionally out of touch. I wanted to start saying, you're out of touch. I'm out of time, but like either emotionally out of touch, but I'm kind of being gentle when I say that. What I really feel like Queen of Cups is, it's kind of like the opposite. It's kind of like swirling in so much emotion. Like you're in touch with your emotion, but it's so much intense emotion that you're not really able to see clearly with this Two of Swords. So Two of Swords is a lot of times about like two paths and following your intuition, but how can you do that when you're just swirling in the intensity? It could have been something that you were grieving, something that really pulled at your heart. That's what the sacrifice is about. So I feel like, how can you see clearly if you can't set your heart straight, if you can't see past like the pain and the emotions. You could have been having dreams that involve water, like tsunamis or hurricanes or something, because a lot of times when we're in that intense Queen of Cups energy, it even plays out in our subconscious too, and your dreams are the clue to that. There's something just so emotionally overwhelming for you that you can't even make any decisions right now, okay? You could also be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in the past here. 5 of Cups, yeah, there's something that you're majorly grieving. And Wheel of Fortune, but I feel like this is about that sacrifice of like trusting that for whatever reason, this was your divine plan, all right? This was fate coming in. You had this path that you thought you were exactly on the right track, but fate is telling you that this was not what was meant to be, at least for now, okay? And it caused a huge loss for you, but I feel like that loss tapped into like your biggest fears, your biggest hurdles in your life, your biggest wounds that you had to dive deep in, and it happened for a reason. So it's not meant for you to just be constantly swirling in the grief. You're supposed to come out of it and find some healing, okay? Could be dealing with an Aquarius, and like I said, or like I showed you guys, Wheel of Fortune could have been dealing with a Sagittarius, but I feel like it was more so about helping you change, you know, something that was deeply hidden within you. And I feel like there's still hope here. There's still a way to rise out of the ashes and find a happy ending out of this really painful time, okay? And then we've got 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like you actually will at some point, we've got Tower on the bottom here, okay? I feel like what was meant to break you is actually going to end up giving you a lot of abundance and choices and overflow of things that you might even be juggling multiple things that are important to you, okay? So I don't think you're going to be grieving forever, and I feel like a lot of that past was like heartache and confusion, but this is more tangible things you'll eventually be facing in your world, all right? As long as you stay focused on your healing and stay focused on the hope and the faith and the star that leads you home, okay? So that's already really beautiful. I'm going to get into the love dynamic that you're dealing with. So I'm going to pull from Mystic Moon Oracle here. I'm going to pull from Aboriginal Spirit, Hidden Truth Oracle, and Spirit of Darkness and Light. I'm going to just have a lot of cards in each pile, but I want to give you guys some succinct messages here, okay? So, but I feel that also that Leo full moon could have been really cleansing for those painful things that happened. It could have brought it up, but I feel like it's going to be a lot smoother from here on out. I definitely feel that way, okay, guys? So don't be, you know, discouraged if you had a lot of emotions yesterday, if you felt very overwhelmed. The past cards could literally be referring to yesterday, right? But as you move into the future, like I said, I see that star energy, and I feel like things are going to brighten up here, okay? So don't get discouraged and don't lose hope. That's what the star is all about, hope and wishes, and keep to your manifestations that you want to focus on, okay? All right, indecisive. That's what I was saying. It was hard for you guys to make a decision here, okay? It could have also been someone you were dealing with. I buried myself in work to forget you, this person's saying. And Spirit of Masquerade, false, hidden, deceptive, all right? So you might think this person doesn't think about you, doesn't care about you, but I feel like they're very guarded with, you know, using things to mask the fact that they actually have a lot of pain, and they actually maybe had a really hard decision if they decided not to be with you, and they're making it seem like it wasn't, but it was. Patience here, okay? So I feel like someone may still need to make a decision, and this is saying to be patient because this person's still figuring their stuff out. There's still deceptions here that may need to be come to light, okay? So things are just still not really decided yet in the fate, and that's what Wheel of Fortune's all about, is things can change at any point. We've got friendship. I wish I could share my good news with you. Spirit of Fire, passion, creativity, and spark. And this is kind of like your guys' energy. And then it's like that yellow and yellow here, which is all like solar plexus and sacral chakra. But I feel like, you know, this person, you might be dealing with someone who you're just not in connection with. And I feel like they're feeling very passionate about things, but they want to you know, bond with you over these things, but there's something here that's going on. Received. I feel like there could be just like a block in communication, or there could be a reason why they can't share with you for some reason. In their heart of hearts, they want to, but victim, they might be tied up in some kind of other situation, okay, where they're like bound, and they're, it could even be their mental state. They could just feel like a victim. They could feel like for some reason they just can't share with you. It's something with the vibrations and the energy between you guys. It's like stopping them from being able to come forward, okay? Let's see. I'm going to pull from Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 and just get some clarity on that. I know I made a huge mistake, okay? So it could be their guilt. It could maybe feel like they're guilty, and that's why, like, even though they want to come forward and share something with you, they just feel like they know they did something wrong, and it would be kind of insincere, okay? But if you guys have been sending out like spiritual messages, they're definitely getting it. If you're sending some sort of, you know, covert 5D message, I do feel like they're getting it, and there is this connection, even though you guys aren't maybe actually speaking, all right? Connectivity, that's what I'm saying, all right? So there is a connection, even though you feel disconnected. I'm starting to understand our connection. Oh my God. Wow. All right. So it's definitely a connection. That's confirmed. Spirit of the Swans, grace, elegance, poise. I feel like it's really important that you keep this energy here. Don't like show them any Queen of Cups reverse. Just kind of keep your cool. All right. Because as you detach and show them that you're not reacting, they're starting to get more and more illumination here. And solitude. You guys just might be in this period where you want to be left alone and you want to connect with someone, but like at a distance, okay? So I feel like they're getting that too. All right, so let's pull a few more tarot. I'm going to actually pull tarot and then find from Spirit. What other energies do we got going on for Leo here? I haven't even broken out into any songs here. Usually songs pop up in my head. Maybe I did already, actually. I don't remember. All right. What else do we got going on for you guys? Fate. This is another Wheel of Fortune card. I feel like everything that's happening in your dynamic is being divinely guided, okay? And Ten of Swords. So this is exactly what I was saying. If something ended or there was a betrayal, just trust that the universe is doing it for your greater good. If someone was removed from your life, or, you know, a connection betrayed you, trust that you're being protected from something, okay? And it's in the cards. It's what was supposed to happen. Dreaming and Eight of Cups. Whew. All right. So I feel like even though someone walked away, they're still connected to you in their dream space, okay? They could also be having nightmares about you walking away or them walking away. I feel like it's really haunting them, all right? So let me just get a twin flame message to confirm that. I wish I had told you how much I really meant to you, okay? How much you really meant to me. So I definitely feel like this is haunting them, because I feel like they just left without telling you how they really felt. And that's like on them now. That's like something they have to live with, okay? Loyalty, Swan. Oh my God, you guys, I swear when I was saying swan, the swans earlier, the spirit of grace, I was thinking of this card and how, you know, the swan is about also mirroring in the water, but loyalty. I always remember it from this card. So I feel like this person knows, despite their fact that you guys are not communicating, that you guys always have this like unspoken connection, like an 8, like infinity, like it's just always there no matter what, okay? And we've got 5 of Wands. I don't know if there was a fight with you guys, but I feel like even despite the fighting, there's loyalty there. There's just this unconditional regard for this connection, okay? I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Okay. So the fights might have actually really illuminated a lot for this person. I wish I had treated you better. Okay. So this person definitely has regret. They definitely feel like, you know, they didn't really show you and let you know how much you really meant to them. All right. So let me just pull past life memories, okay? So this could be a past life connection. The karma that's happened for you guys in this life could be residual from last life. You could have done something to them, but I don't know. I feel like there's still unfinished business, and that means it's going to continue on. But it says there's something familiar in your eyes. There's something familiar in your lives. We came back in this lifetime to make things right. Maybe this time we will win the fight. So I feel like even though it might seem like it's over, I don't feel like this connection is over, all right? They still have a lot of wishes and things that they want to make things right. And I just feel like right now it's time for both of you to heal, okay? So Leos, that's the message I have for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.